Hello, everybody. Barnabas here. I hope you're doing well. Now, it is true what you've heard from several sources that there are lots of jobs here in Australia. That's very true. But the big question is, how do you come to Australia? Now, in tonight's show, I'm going to be answering some of the most asked questions about skill assessment. Is it true that you could possibly come to Australia without being assessed? Is it true that this skill assessment is a must for every visa? What is this skill assessment? Now, stay tuned tonight, and I'm going to be answering some of these questions. Straight into it. Now, what's skill assessment? Now, before anyone is invited to apply for any visa in Australia, if they're coming to work as skilled workers, they will have to undergo what we call skill assessment. Now, Australia wants to know that when you're coming here, your skills are within the level that is required. For example, if you're an engineer, your qualification, academic qualifications, and your experience will match the level or the standard that is required here. Anyone would not want to trust anybody who claims to be qualified before they are examined, before they are assessed. So that's what Australian government is trying to do with this skill assessment. Now, then who does the skill assessment? Who is responsible for skill assessment? Now, the Immigration Department does not have the capacity to evaluate or to assess every career or every skill. So this is why they have contracted or they have given the responsibility to different organizations within Australia to be able to do the assessment process. So different career have a body that is mandated with the responsibility to be able to assess, to examine the qualification of potential visa applicants. Like CPA Australia is responsible to assess the accountants who are coming in. So different bodies are responsible for that. I'll share the link below so you can go in there and check your profession, check your career, and identify the body that is mandated with the responsibility to assess your qualification. Another question that is usually asked is that, is skill assessment a must for you to apply for a visa to Australia? While it is not a must for all the visas, about 90% of the visa will require you to go through skill assessment. It's because they just want to gauge your level of expertise. They want to gauge your level, the standards that you are, so that when you come here, you are ready to work in that skill. So it is almost a must for most of the visas that you're going to apply. So it is better for you to just start with the skill assessment first before even you worry about the kind of visa that you're going to apply. So how does the process go? How do you do the skill assessment? So if I was to go through a skill assessment, I would first of all identify the organization that is responsible for assessing my qualification. Once I establish that, I probably send them an email and say, hey, I want to get my qualification assessed. And they're usually very prompt with that kind of inquiry. They will tell you what is required. But this is what is required. Now, they will assess you in three key areas. They will assess your academic qualifications, they will assess your work experience, and they will assess your English level. Okay, so let's begin with academics. For academic, you will send certified copies of your certificates, of your transcripts, of any other supporting documents to show that you've undergone through that training. Remember, they will have to be certified copies. For number two, for your work experience, you will send copies of your employment, your contract, some pay slips. All of them will have to be certified copies. Testimonials or recommendations, references from your employer, and so on. And remember, it has to be 3 years post-graduation. So your work experience will amount to nothing if it is before your graduation. Remember, they are assessing your expertise after you're skilled. So it is important that you send only the qualifications after your graduation. Usually they require 3 years of work experience post-graduation. Okay, and remember, the copies of those papers or documents have to be certified. Now, number 3, for your English level, they will require you to sit IELTS or TOEFL, and most of those organizations or those assessing bodies will require that you attain a certain level of score in all the 4 bands of English test. So for example, 7 in all of them in speaking, writing, listening, and reading. So you must make sure you score highly in English test. And many people ask about the cost of assessment. How much of the fees do the assessment bodies charge? Now, it varies depending on the organization that is doing your assessment, but the amount is usually around $1,000. Okay, so 1,000 Australian dollars. Okay. Again, how long does it take to do the assessment? How long does it take for the results to come out? This will depend on how well you do your papers, how well you arrange your papers. If all your papers are done well and they don't have much workload at a particular time, it usually takes around 12 weeks. So once the assessment is done, they will send you an email saying, yes, you have a positive result. That means you have your levels, your standards are matching the standards required in Australia. And from there, you can apply for a visa. In that case, probably you've been invited to apply for different kinds of visas. So from there, you can go ahead and apply for a visa. Or you can get an email saying you were not qualified, or you didn't attain the standards. If they give you a negative result, they will explain to you the reason why. It could be you need to do more papers to be able to get the academic qualification. It could be your work experience is not enough, so you might need to do more years to be able to get to that, or you did not get the required English test or the scores that is required. So they will always explain to you the reason why, so that you can work on that and apply again. So yes, good luck with that. If you get a positive result, you're going to go ahead and apply for a specific visa. Now, I will talk more about on the different kinds of visas in details. But for today, I just wanted to answer those questions about skill assessment. Now, if you want, please comment in the comment section below with your profession, with your career, and I will be able to discuss with you the specific needs of that particular career or particular skill. Please comment below, say I'm an accountant, I'm an engineer, and I will go into details with that specific career in mind. Hey, remember, I'm not a registered agent, and so if you need a specific advice, please let me know. I will refer you to a registered immigration agent, and they will be able to help you. Now, before I go, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you enjoy my content, I'm committed to your service. And so please subscribe, stay tuned, comment, like my videos, and let's engage together, okay? Till next time, this is Barnabas, the son of encouragement. Bye-bye.